What if I told you that you are just 3 bizarre kitchen scraps away from harvesting the biggest, sweetest tomatoes of your life? Today, I am going to show you step by step how to plant your tomatoes using a highly unusual combination of buried secrets that will give your plants non-stop energy. But you have to watch this video all the way to the end because the final step is a total game changer. I'm going to show you how to take the waste from your daily pruning and turn it into a zero-cost, ultra-potent liquid fertilizer that acts as an instant turbocharger for your crops. Let's dive in. Tip number 1, the banana peel ash method. On this channel, we love experimenting with new ways to grow massive tomato harvests. Today, we are using a planting technique that guarantees your vines have a steady stream of essential nutrients right from day one. Let's get these plants in the ground together. First, dig some deep holes in your garden bed. Look at the size of your tomato seedling and dig the hole deep enough to bury at least half of the stem. Sinking your tomatoes deep is a fantastic trick. Tomatoes have a unique superpower. They can grow new roots all along their buried stems. By putting half the plant underground, you force it to build a massive anchor-like root system. This allows the plant to chug water and draw in nutrients from deep within the earth, making it completely resilient against brutal summer droughts and high winds. Before the plant goes in, drop a handful of chopped banana peels right into the bottom of the hole. Banana peels are an absolute goldmine for expanding roots. They are packed with potassium, which is the exact macronutrient tomatoes need to regulate water intake, build tough cellular walls, and drive heavy fruit production later in the season. As these chopped peels break down, they also release critical micronutrients like magnesium and calcium. Because they are buried deep where the soil stays damp, soil microbes will compost them steadily, creating a continuous slow-release buffet. Next, sprinkle 1 to 2 tablespoons of wood ash directly over the banana peels. Wood ash beautifully complements the peels because it is highly concentrated in calcium carbonate. Calcium is arguably the most critical nutrient for tomatoes. It's the primary defense against blossom end rot, that frustrating condition where the bottoms of your tomatoes turn black and leathery. Placing ash directly in the planting hole ensures immediate calcium access as the roots establish. Just keep it to a couple of tablespoons so you don't shock the delicate root hairs. Now cover everything with a thick layer of fully decomposed manure or compost. This step is crucial because it acts as a safe, living buffer between the raw ingredients at the bottom and the tender roots of your seedling. Compost introduces billions of beneficial microbes and humic acids, helping the plant transition smoothly without any transplant shock. Finally, set your tomato plant into the hole, fill the dirt back in around that long stem, and give it a deep, thorough watering. This eliminates hidden air pockets and locks the roots into your new nutrient sandwich. Keep the soil consistently moist until you see fresh, vibrant green leaves unfurling at the top. Once that happens, you'll know the roots have successfully reached the banana peels and wood ash, setting you up for an absolute monster of a harvest. Tip number 2, the banana coffee growth booster. Did you know you can turn ordinary breakfast waste into a powerful liquid fertilizer that costs absolutely nothing? Instead of tossing banana peels and coffee grounds into the trash, you can reuse them to create a nutrient-rich brew that dramatically boosts plant development and improves soil health. To get started, collect the peels from about 10 ripe bananas. Ripe peels are ideal because they decompose quickly and release their nutrients much faster. Take a knife or kitchen shears and chop them into tiny pieces. Smaller pieces create more surface area, which speeds up the fermentation process and allows the good stuff to dissolve into the water easily. Dump the chopped peels into a large container filled with about 1.5 liters of water. Next, let's prep the coffee layer. Take half a liter of water and mix in roughly 3 tablespoons of expired coffee or used grounds. Coffee grounds are incredible for your garden because they are loaded with nitrogen, which is the exact fuel plants need to grow lush, leafy green canopies. Stir the coffee until it's completely blended, then pour it right into the container with the banana peels. Give everything a thorough mix so the ingredients are evenly distributed. Right now, you are kicking off a simple organic fermentation process. The banana peels will slowly leach out potassium, phosphorus, and calcium into the water, elements vital for strong blossoms and heavy fruiting. Meanwhile, the coffee provides the nitrogen punch for structural growth. Together, they form a perfectly balanced organic meal. Cover the container loosely. It's important not to seal it airtight because gases will expand as it ferments. A loose cover keeps out bugs and dust while allowing essential airflow. Store the container in a shaded spot away from direct sunlight and let it sit for at least 48 hours. The water will slowly turn a dark color as it absorbs the nutrients. A slight earthy smell is completely normal and a clear sign that the microbes are doing their job. After 2 days, strain the dark liquid into a clean bucket. Don't apply this raw mixture directly to your garden yet. It is highly concentrated and can shock or burn sensitive roots. Dilution is key here. Mix 1 part of this homemade concentrate with 3 to 5 parts of clean water. If you're feeding delicate young seedlings, make it a bit weaker. For mature, heavy fruiting plants, you can leave it slightly stronger. Pour this liquid gold directly onto the soil at the base of your plants, avoiding the leaves. The best time to apply it is early morning or late evening when the weather is cool, allowing the soil to absorb it efficiently. Use this simple kitchen scrap brew once every 2 weeks, and you'll quickly notice stronger stems, deeper green leaves, and an explosion of tomato blossoms. Tip number 3, the secret egg planting trick. We are always testing new methods on this channel to maximize our tomato yields, and today's technique might seem a little unusual, but the science behind it is absolutely rock solid. We are using an incredible combination of whole eggs, fresh compost, and deep planting hacks to set up our garden for its most successful season yet. First, let's dig our deep planting holes. Just like before, we want these holes deep enough to bury at least half of the seedling's stem. Once your hole is ready, grab a whole egg and drop it right into the bottom. You can easily use cheap, broken, or completely spoiled eggs for this. Take your trowel and break the egg right inside the hole, making sure to thoroughly crush the eggshell and cover it immediately with a handful of rich compost. There are massive benefits to using this specific setup. As the egg slowly decomposes underground, it acts as a perfect slow-release fertilizer that feeds a steady stream of minerals directly to the root zone over months. More importantly, those crushed eggshells provide an immediate, permanent source of calcium. Since tomatoes are highly prone to blossom end rot due to calcium deficiencies, placing this source directly beneath the roots ensures your future fruits stay firm, healthy, and rot-free. The compost works alongside the egg to create a thriving, living pocket of soil. It completely improves the ground texture, allowing it to hold on to critical moisture while draining well enough to prevent root rot. It's also packed with beneficial microbes that rapidly break down the organic matter of the egg, converting it into plant-available nutrients much faster than normal dirt ever could. Burying the tomato stem deep is the final piece of the puzzle. It forces the plant to sprout a massive, deep network of roots along the buried stem. A huge root system means the vine can tap into deep water reserves during blazing summer days and pull in way more nutrition than a shallow planted seedling. This gives you an incredibly thick, sturdy stem that can easily support the weight of heavy fruit clusters without snapping. Pop your seedling into the hole, pack more compost around the top to act as a starter feeding zone, and give it a deep, thorough watering. This eliminates dry air pockets and activates the underground compost and egg mixture. It takes a little extra effort to prepare this nutrient sandwich at the start, but this initial investment pays off for the entire life of the vine. Your plants will grow faster, stay greener, and produce a spectacular bounty of tomatoes that will keep your kitchen packed for months. Tip number 4, the tomato leaf liquid gold. Tomatoes are notorious heavy feeders because they are constantly pushing out new leaves, blossoms, and heavy clusters of fruit all at once. They require a massive, steady supply of nutrients like nitrogen, potassium, and calcium. If they run out of fuel, you'll immediately see yellowing leaves, stunted growth, and bland, tiny fruit. That's why a high-performance liquid fertilizer is essential. Today, I'm going to show you how to build a closed nutrient loop using the plant's own waste. Whenever you prune the lower leaves or snap off those extra suckers from your tomato vines, do not throw them away. Those trimmings already contain highly concentrated nutrients that the plant worked hard to absorb from the soil. By recycling them back into a liquid feed, you create a perfect zero-cost loop. When these green leaves break down in water, they release highly soluble nitrogen and trace minerals that your live tomatoes can absorb almost instantly. Grab a large bucket and pack it full of your fresh tomato trimmings. Next, toss in a few large handfuls of finished compost. This is a critical step because compost introduces billions of beneficial microorganisms into the bucket, which instantly go to work decomposing the tough leaf tissue at lightning speed. To really supercharge the brew, add 2 to 3 tablespoons of molasses. Molasses is packed with simple sugars that act as high-octane fuel for the beneficial bacteria and fungi. It causes the microbe population to multiply rapidly, allowing them to ferment the plant material with incredible efficiency while preventing harmful, foul bacteria from taking over the mix. Fill the bucket with water, cover it loosely to allow for airflow while keeping bugs out, and let it ferment for about 2 weeks. As it brews, the liquid will transform into a deep, dark green color, and it will develop a strong, rich, earthy smell. That's your sign that the fermentation is complete and the nutrients are fully unlocked. When it's ready, never pour it straight onto your garden. It's far too strong. Always dilute it using a strict 1:10 ratio, 1 part concentrated fertilizer to 10 parts clean water. Once it's diluted to the color of a weak tea, pour it generously around the base of your tomato plants. Because it's in a liquid state, the roots absorb these nutrients instantly, giving your garden an immediate energy boost. You will see visibly greener leaves, stronger main stems, and a massive increase in flowering within days. Regular use leads to larger, juicier, and significantly more flavorful tomatoes. Plus, it continually feeds the biology of your soil, making your garden incredibly resilient against pests and dry weather. It's sustainable, completely free, and the ultimate trick to an abundant harvest.